Larry, was that the first half the best half your team's played this year?
Yeah, I think if you consider the quality opponent, yeah, that's the best first half we've had. But I thought the whole game, you know, we had some lapses late, but we defended great. And then we had a lot of people contribute. Because I watched them play and they'd been struggling, and then the last 3 games, they've turned it up to a new level. You know, they went small and, you know, just demolished Tulsa. So I think we were real concerned about this game, but Tim did a great job of getting us ready. You know, he had the scout on them, and I think we kind of were aware of some of the stuff they were going to run, and thought we defended, you know, about as well as we could.
You've said in the past how much you dislike playing against teams coached by Coach Ollie or some of your other guys. Does a win like this, a performance like that, make it any easier on you?
No, I mean, you know, we won. I'm happy. They lost. Doesn't make me feel very good. You know, it's been a bad week. But you know, I think about, I told Bert right after the game, I said, last year we beat you here, and look what you did. I said, so just go back and put them on your back again, and, you know, hopefully we'd meet again. You know, but I'm proud of Kevin. You know, that's the biggest thing. He stands for all the right things in our sport. And you know what he did last year. You know, he took the job. They couldn't go to the tournament. He had a lot of obstacles ahead of him. So what he did last year is amazing. But this game's over, and we gotta get ready for the next. They made me give him 2 days off again. I don't know what I'm doing, but since we're such an academic institution, a lot of people probably be happy about that.
Does the fact that you were playing the defending national champions, was that a concern for you, or did the fact that you beat this team twice last year, would that raise the team's confidence going into this game?
Last year had nothing to do with this year. They're not the same team. We're not the same team. But, you know, I think we realized we were playing against a team that's got great tradition. You know, they're not used to losing. We thought it'd be an unbelievable challenge, and it was. We just played better than them. But, you know, this team is different. It's different from the one we expected to have, and it's different from the one we started the season. But I think we're making progress, and that's the most important thing.
You guys held a 40-20 advantage in points in the paint. Talk about what you were able to do offensively, being able to get so many inside looks as well as limiting them on the other side defensively.
Oh, the big kid got in foul trouble, and I think that helped us early. But we have good big guys. You know, when you got Marcus and Yannick, Cannon, you know, Ben Moore, we have quality big guys, and that's really our strength. And also I think, you know, the fact that we try to get the ball inside, and our inside players can score and they can pass, and I think that's a factor. They've decided to go small, and we should have had an advantage. It was hard. You know, it's hard matching up with Hamilton, but I thought we did a really good job. But you know, we didn't change our lineup because they went small, and I think we tried to, you know, to get the ball down low and see if we get the free throw line and get high percentage shots, and I think for the most part we did.
Larry, it's one thing to play well against a quality opponent, but it's another thing to do it with just a day to prepare. How do you make sense of that?
I learned a long time ago, my coach told me, just worry about us and what we do. And if your values are right, you can play quickly against any opponent. And I've tried to do that my whole career. It's about what we do, not what they do. But again, Tim, everybody gives me a lot of credit, but this is Tim's team as much as mine, and he had us prepared, and I think the only way you can play an opponent like that is if you have good values. You got a chance. So we rebounded, took care of the ball for the most part, shared the ball, and those generally, ways you can be successful.
Boatwright led them with 19, but you hold him to 5 of 13 shots, and he had more turnovers than assists. What did you think about the way your team defended him?
Early, I was a little nervous. I looked up, it was 10-3. Got my whole family here and friends. And I was thinking they probably made reservations to go somewhere and celebrate, and I was pissed. But he's great. Ryan, remember we had Nick Russell last year, and I don't think he got any credit for what he did. And I don't think Ryan gets the credit that he deserves. But you can't stop Boatwright. They run a lot of great stuff for him. But we did about as good a job on him as we could have. And we ended the half great. We got a dunk and then got them to take a tough shot late. And I thought that was pretty important.
Coach, what was it like for when you guys walked into game day this morning and saw all the enthusiastic support? What's it like for you guys to see such support?
Well, I started thinking about Matt Doherty. I saw him on Thursday, but it was a lot of because of him. We got Nick and Sean, and now I got Ryan and Cannon. Those guys, they've helped us start this thing. Then we get this new building. We get in a new conference. There are a lot of things, positive things, but today was the best. To see our students there early, and feel the school spirit. That's something we were all hopeful that would happen. I'm walking on campus, people are wishing us luck. They even watched the Tulsa game and the Houston game. Can you believe that? So having game day, I hope this is an annual thing because we have a program that's worthy of it. And we had 3 of the kids that we signed here today. And I think they're going to continue this thing and watch it grow.
Larry, I know it was a tough week. What crossed your mind during the moment of silence?
It was pretty neat, but that Sunday was tough, and a lot of people wanted me to comment about Coach, and I didn't know what would be appropriate. But then I started reading all the things that I knew that nobody else knew. All the things he did, aside from coaching, aside from being a mentor, aside from being a second father to all of us. He made the game better, but he did so many other things, and people recognized that. And then my kids, I got a text from all the players, which was unbelievable, and then they all wanted to wear, black socks. They wore them in Houston, and then they wanted the shirt to represent him. So it was pretty special. We lost 2 great coaches that made our game better, but never be one like Coach Smith.
What about Kennedy? You got any injury update on Kennedy?
Oh no, he had cramps. They had to try to give him an IV. He had a hard time with cramps, but he's gonna be fine. he played great, he continues to play great. Since he's been back, you know, I think it's been a terrific lift for our team.
All right, anything
Okay.
else? That's it? All right,
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.